So continuing on with my humorous installments of that one time in nursing school, if you remember right, I thought I would always try and tickle your funny bone with interesting stories from nursing school and or from my nursing career, using the wonderful term from the American Pie movies, this one time in band camp. So I decided to use this one time in nursing school. So this one time in nursing school, a certain nurse, I won't name any names, was given a pre-filled 10cc syringe to flush an IV. In my particular facility, or actually in most facilities now, you have pre-filled 10cc syringes that have the white cap on the top, and they're actually encased in single wraps, so single cellophane wrapping or airtight wrapping. So you take the cellophane wrapping off, and pre-filled syringes, you twist the white cap off, and then you go to use the syringe to flush whatever it is you're flushing, IV, central lines, take your pick. In my particular case, you notice when you take the white cap off and it's the first time you set your hands and your eyes on these pre-filled syringes, you don't realize that there's air in the actual syringe, and that you need to expel the air out of the syringe, otherwise you have this buildup of pressure. So the first time I used it, took the cap off and noticed that there was maybe a cc of air in the tip of the syringe. So I go to depress the plunger, and you hold it like everyone else does. You take the thumb of the plunger and the ribs on the syringe, and you squeeze down, and I'm holding it like this, getting ready to having my one hand on the IV tubing, and I have my other hand in the syringe, and I'm depressing the syringe and depressing and depressing and depressing, and realize this is a lot harder than it looks. Finally give it a really good push, and the amount of pressure buildup had shot the saline from the syringe into the ceiling, and it actually had such power. Now, whether or not the ceiling was low or high, but had such power that I bore a hole into the ceiling panels, and the ceiling panel actually was moved. So the ceiling panels are supposed to be like this on the ceiling. I hit the syringe so hard that the ceiling panel actually dislodged and was in the framing up like this. Thankfully, the patient was intubated and sedated, didn't see that. I was in the room all by myself and stared up at the ceiling and realized, don't want to do that again. What's worse is that some people will actually take the white cap off the syringe and actually put it right onto the IV and give it a good push, and you can consider all the pressure that it took to put a hole or a good depression in the ceiling tile, going right into the IV. This little discovery turned into quite a game for us nurses on the night shift. Those pre-filled syringes can turn into water bullets, or even a water laser. In the middle of a long night shift, you can take that syringe tip off and use it as a bullet, and shoot somebody in the back with a little bit of saline. Not only does it sting, but it turns into quite the waterworks. You didn't hear that from me, though, okay?